If you followed my channel for a little bit, or you know a little bit about my channel, you know I like to take stuff apart. A lot of things apart. Specifically Teslas. Today we're going to be looking at what's inside the Jeda Wireless, the SSD for your Sentry mode, for your hub, for inside your car. It says on the website that this hard drive is able to be replaced. This is a 256 gigabyte hard drive, but if this is too small, you can replace it. Let's see what's inside of this and see how do we replace it. Is this a fast drive inside here? Is it better to upgrade the drive? Can we upgrade the drive to a better drive? How does it differ from a regular laptop SSD? These are a lot of questions, so let's get into it. What's up everybody, I'm Brian from iWantTesla, and on this channel I love to take apart things. I love to see what's inside this stuff and deconstruct it and see if I can make it a little bit better. You know, Jeda spent a lot of time working on this, but really this is just an SSD hidden inside of a door that you put inside the hub from them and makes it nice and convenient for inside your car. You have a magnet holding the USB-A port there and the magnet to attach the SSD to the USB. So this makes it easy to install really, because you just plug this in, and then as you're plugging this in, as you're putting this in place, the magnet automatically attaches to there. So it's really nice. But this is a 256 gigabyte hard drive, an SSD. Let's see what's inside this. See if we can break it. I mean, no, we're not gonna break it. But let's just see. This is a micro hex bit. This little screwdriver says a 91? I don't know. But there's only 4 screws, so let's take them out. Now, Jeda Wireless sent me this for a review for the last video to unveil it to everyone. I did not pay for this, and so that's one of the reasons why I'm opening this up, because, you know, I mean, if you paid for this, you probably don't want to take yours apart, but, you know, they sent it to me, so I figured, why not have a little bit of fun with it? Take the screws out, and hopefully not lose any. There's just the 4 screws. This cover comes off, and actually this is the whole thing. This door, let's put that down. This door is metal. It sounds like aluminum. Let's put that off to the side. Actually, let's put the screws inside of it so we don't lose them. And then you have the SSD right here. So that right there is the SSD. This is just the USB-C port, or the connection to this magnetic port on the outside. Let me get a different screwdriver to release the card itself. All right, got a little mini screwdriver. Now we don't want these screws to touch any of the circuit board, because that could short circuit something. Even though there's no power going to this, you always want to have the keep that habit, so you never have anything. Well, that one stayed in there. And then we're just going to pull out. I like that. Hopefully I didn't ruin it. Probably not, because there's no power to it. So this is the little tiny SSD. Isn't it crazy how small this is? And delicate. Now, these things are actually pretty, there's really no moving parts in this thing, so it's very solid state drive. That's what SSD is. Kind of crazy that this is probably, actually no, this is not what's inside this. This is, you can see the ports are quite a bit larger inside this. So this is a larger drive. This is an old drive, by the way. This is a close-up of the SSD. And the back side looks like the top of what we saw before. MSATA 58XT 4BGA152. So doing some research on this drive, I couldn't find the exact drive, what this is, but on their website this shows 500 megabits per second, so it's a really good drive, and it looks like 100,000 life cycle, so you can read and write over this 100,000 times, which is a pretty long time. So that's what you really want in a good SSD. That's why a lot of thumb drives fail, because of the life cycle of writing over that is not very good. You need something fast so you get all the data from the cameras into this, and especially as hopefully Tesla will unlock a couple more cameras. I really think they should do the wide angle lens instead of the long range lens for the front view, because there's a lot of dead spots up front that would be really nice to have for your Sentry Cam. So I'm going to insert this back in here, put the screw in. The way you do that, this stands up and then it springs back down as you put the screw in. Kind of like when you replace the RAM in a computer, it just slides in and then pushes down. Push this down and then screw it in place. Now that this is back in there, I did take out the magnetic piece. That does come off. That does come off. It is just a USB-C, magnetic USB-C, so that's really cool. I'm gonna plug in a longer cable into my computer. I'm gonna see if I can partition this to have some music on it and Sentry Cam on it and see what happens. Because here's the thing, you have to have a folder onto the drive for Sentry Cam to work. But you can't just have a folder for music and Sentry Cam on there, because it won't see the music. It'll just see Sentry Cam. But if you partition the hard drive, this is 256 gigs. If we put 120 gigs towards Sentry Cam, then we could use the rest for music. And that would be the idea for swapping this out. I know a lot of people are thinking, why would you even swap this out? That's a huge storage space. But yes, what if you wanted to house this, a bunch of music, or just use this for music, so you need like maybe a terabyte. But what if you wanted to partition that to still have 256 gigs for Sentry Cam, but then 750 gigs for, well, that's not, you know what I mean, math. Have the rest for music. Can you do that? Well, we're going to try that out today. I have the new M1 MacBook Pro, so we're going to try it to see if I can partition this onto there and see if it works. Haven't tried to partition a drive on the new M1 MacBook. We'll see if it works. So unfortunately, I could not partition this hard drive. For whatever reason, it wouldn't allow this. Actually, I got a message, and I'll put that up on the screen here. You might be able to partition this on a different computer. All I have is the M1 MacBook, so we're gonna put this back together. A little magnetic USB-C port. You just plug that in, and then it's back in place. It stays in place there, and then it's fine. This is the SSD from Jeda Wireless. I'll have a list of drives that I think will work in this. Really cool drive if you want a way to hide an SSD in your Model 3 or Model Y, or if you just want a nice drive hidden for music, so you don't have to have a stick sticking out there. Or something like that. A lot of people like to have a lot of music on their car or in their car, not just streaming, because you can get better quality if you actually download it to your car. There's a link down below where you can save some money off of this and use my code. Jeda sends me a little bit of money as well if you buy it through my code, and I thank you if you are going to buy this. So if you have the hub from Jeda Wireless, I think it's a great option for you. Let me know if you know how to partition this. Actually, let everyone else know, because I'm sure there's a way to partition this, probably on a Windows computer, but I am a Mac guy. Anyway, stay awesome, stay positive, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.